The same players on the field, but this is going to be a brand new LSU. Their head coach was fired. Their offensive coordinator was fired. I was on 2 teams where they cleaned house, or at least fired the head coach mid-season. It really does feel like a new season. LSU right now, they got a month-long season. Everything in the past, yeah, that's Brian Kelly. The good news about that is the players are going to want to represent for Frank Wilson, the interim head coach. It's a guarantee that you're going to have more energy, you're going to be flying around, and the players are going to be playing more free. The bad side is you're not installing new concepts or getting brand new players, and guys will start thinking about their future. But not this week. Not Bama, maybe in 10 days or so, especially if they were to lose. This week, I think the players are still locked in. But if that's how they're feeling, what exactly are they going to be running on Saturday? Their new offensive coordinator has called plays at Charlotte and most recently Florida State. And he played offensive line in college, so you already know he's going to want to run the rock. When Alex Atkins coached offensive line at Georgia Southern in 2014 and 2015, they led the country in rushing yards per game. The dude took a Tulane run game that was 118th in the country and rose it to the 26th best rushing attack the very next year. When Florida State went undefeated, they were a top 25 run blocking squad. Atkins was the OC, and I gotta believe he's going to start there. And when he dives into the film to say, hey, what does our squad do well? Almost all of LSU's big run plays come when Trudez Green is blocking back and allowing the offensive line to get downhill in the opposite direction. Literally, I got 4 plays for you right here. Look at Trudez Green. He's going to block back on this end. Offensive line getting downhill, rolling the opposite way. There he goes in motion, point of attack. And to me, this works because you're moving the offensive line in one cohesive direction. You're not asking them to think and make sure they got the right pad, like the specific spot on the chest kind of thing. Like obviously you want to protect or like block well, but you're just getting them going. You're not having them think as much. Have Green block back on this guy, get up and running, get going downhill. Here we go again. Trudez Green, boom, right here. Coming in motion, he's going to block back against this defender, offensive line, not thinking, just getting them all going to their left. Big game. We're keeping it rolling right here. No secret. You know what's coming. Green in the backfield, started motioning out here. He's going to hit this end on that side of the field. Offensive line, they're moving to their left. Not having them think, moving in one cloud together. House call. These are big time runs. Literally, when I was diving into all their run schemes and all their run game, it's this concept that they have tons of success with. What do you know? Right here, he's going to motion in. He's going to block. I believe it's this guy, the end here. Offensive line, you know the deal. Running back, right up the middle. Bang, bang, bang. Blocks back. Boom. Great point of attack. One cut. Get up. Make it happen. I'll get you with the back view for good measure. Right there. Pop. Not the biggest of tight ends. You can tell he's an athletic dude. Reminds me of the Ole Miss guy. Almost looks like a big receiver, but he can get done in the run game. Hey, real quick, this could be the video that gets us over 50,000 subscribers. If you're enjoying this video, hit the subscribe button down below. Now back to the video. Atkins is also going to want to get the play action game going because it's been non-existent for LSU this year. In my system, I only got 19 play action passes all season long for LSU. There's teams that'll get to that in 2 games. Last year, Garrett Nussmeier averaged 86 passing yards per game on play action. This year, that number's down to 40. When play action doesn't work, the defense doesn't have to respect the run. And literally in the Ole Miss game and the Florida game, I got only 1 play action pass in each of those games. Both those games, it was successful. This is what we got right here versus Ole Miss. Dig route, top of screen, that's who they're ultimately going to hit. Tight end, a little leak route. You got to take the middle route here, and then you got a big-time post on the bottom of the screen. They're going to move the running back in pistol formation behind Garrett Nussmeier, fake it there, and then ultimately hit this dig route. Good gain. Ole Miss did not respect the run at all in this game, but for the 1 play action pass that LSU did have, it worked out for them in this game. Atkins is going to be looking to unlock these kinds of concepts. And then again, in the Florida game, only play action pass they had. I'm not calling RPOs play action passes. In the call sheet for offensive coordinators, there are two different sections of the playbook. You got a little go route right here, a little skinny post. That's ultimately who they're going to hit for a huge gain. Hitch here, go ball here, and then this guy just kind of gets lost. I'm not really sure his route. They're going to fake the play. They're going to move the running back this way, fake the play action going that way, and there's a lot of green grass right there to ultimately get this conversion. The one play action pass in the Florida game. Maybe I was wrong with that, and it's the one completed play action pass, but I don't think that is how it sorted out. Regardless, two big plays that you just saw off of play action. And at the end of the day, priority one, they got to get Garrett Nussmeier going because he is a baller. People are hopping off the bandwagon of that take, but I'm still holding it down. This year, he's 10th in the conference with only 1,800 yards on the season. He had 8 300-yard passing games last season, tied with Jackson Dart for the most in the SEC. He hasn't thrown for more than 273 yards in a game this season, but the flashes on tape are still there. Those of you guys that watched my LSU breakdown last week, you know I broke down this play. This is an absolute dime, and I love this because it's 2 plays after he missed a throw. He's staying in there. He can respond. Got to get him comfortable because when he's comfortable and not taking hits, he can deliver throws like this. It's not just the throws that make him great. Look at the mobility here. This play versus Vandy was all Garrett Nussmeier. He's going to look this way, scramble back to his right, hit this hitch on the bottom of the screen, and then receiver does the rest. But it's Garrett Nussmeier's pocket mobility. You give him some time, even here, right tackle gets beat. That's an incredible arm slot. Look at this. Little pop, find a way, get the ball out, use his athleticism. People are calling for the backup. Nah, Garrett Nussmeier's a really good quarterback. They just got to give him support around him. Here, you got a little vertical route, bottom of the screen, a little slot fade here, out route here, dig here, level here. He's going to hit this receiver on the bottom of the screen when he gets leaked out to his right. This is an incredible throw. This is a dime. This is versus South Carolina. We take this for granted. Not every college quarterback is making this throw. See, I'm a Garrett Nussmeier believer. That was a popular stance in 2024. Really popular stance this August, but incredibly unpopular recently. That is an absolute dime. Remains my stance. I still think Garrett Nussmeier is a first-round caliber NFL quarterback. He might not be top end of the first round like we saw before, but if you get one of these teams in the late 20s, Nussmeier is a baller if you support around him and don't let him get hit. The line in this game is 7 points. I like LSU to cover, but Bama to win. I think LSU comes in with an edge. They're playing free, nothing to lose. And this is a big-time quarterback matchup. You have the preseason best quarterback in the conference in Garrett Nussmeier versus the current best quarterback in the conference in Ty Simpson. I think Nussmeier comes in with a chip on his shoulder saying, dude, I'm still better than you. Puts up enough points to keep this game close into the fourth quarter. Bama gets it done, but I like the Tigers to cover.